latest news. The onslaught against our rhinos continues, as yet another rhino has been butchered by poachers, this time on a farm in the Limpopo province. Sources say that the rhino was still alive when poachers brutally hacked out its horn. The rhino is believed to be in a critical condition, as veterinarians are doing their best to save the animal. This is the 5th rhino poaching incident in the last 2 days.
The ongoing rhino war in South Africa is moving from national game reserves to private farms. This calls for more, better trained and better equipped anti-poaching operatives to protect the last living rhinos on our planet.
Die huidige situasie in Suid-Afrika met die renosters, dit is die grootste oorlog wat in ons land geveg word wat niemand van weet nie.
The 2019 figures indicate there is about 17,000 white rhinos left in South Africa. Almost half that number is privately owned by game farmers. Since 2010, the state lost almost half their rhinos, while rhinos in the private sector almost doubled. But the private rhino owners are battling to keep up with rising security costs.
En almal dink nee, Kruger Nasionale Park. Dink bietjie aan die private eienaars. Dink aan die renoster wat hulle het. Wat is die verskil tussen daai renoster en 'n groot parkse renoster? Dis 'n renoster. As befondsing in kan tree en privaat eienaars bietjie kan befondsing gee, kan die renosters daar gehou word en dit kan geheim bly en met die anti-poachers se hulp sal hulle daai renosters daar kan hou vir ewig.
As the rhino population decreases, poachers are intensifying their efforts to supply the growing demand for rhino horn in Asia. One company is making a difference. A company where the people are both passionate and dedicated to help fight the war against poaching. Gameways is a non-profit company based near Steenbokpan in the Limpopo province of South Africa. Gameways grants people who want to engage in the fight against poaching the opportunity to qualify themselves as anti-poaching operatives. The chief course instructor is Colonel, retired, Sidney Zeeman. He took an early retirement from the South African National Defense Force after 36 years of service. Sidney holds a bachelor's degree in military science, and he completed the Executive National Security Program. He served, amongst others, as commanding officer at 5 SA Infantry Battalion, where his responsibilities included the provisioning of combat-ready forces and the training of Parks Board Rangers in the KwaZulu-Natal province.
We need to increase the number of anti-poachers, people that are trained for this kind of work, that if someone needs someone to protect their rhinos, they have someone to call, and there's always people that are available. It's not like simply putting up a fence or putting up video cameras. You have to constantly know where your rhinos are, and you have to have someone ready to move out if something happens. And we need to really move from just reacting to poaching more forward to preventing it in the start so that it doesn't happen in the first place.
People that want to join in the fight against poaching must complete a WildlifeCampus anti-poaching distance education module and pass the Gameways fitness test before being allowed on the course. During the first part of the program at Gameways, students undergo competency training in firearms for business. They undergo security training for security guard certification. Time is also spent on understanding the rules of engagement. They do First Aid Level 2 training. And after completing this, a course in snake handling. During this period, they are also subjected to a strenuous physical fitness training program and taught basic parade groundwork. The fitness requirement is high, as the training will subject students to harsh bushveld conditions that will see them physically and mentally tested to the extreme. On completion of these competencies, the students start with the practical field phase. They are taught bushcraft and survival skills. They do map reading and navigation to find their way in areas where there is no cellular reception. They are taught the art of tracking in the African bush and learn how to follow human tracks, even when counter-tracking methods are applied. They undergo advanced weapon handling and learn how to operate different weapons that they may have to use in their line of work with confidence. They are trained in foot and vehicle patrols and squad formations, and how to disembark from moving vehicles as part of a rapid deployment team. They learn how to manage crime scenes and the importance thereof in a court of law. They are taught the skills of covert operations, establishing observation posts and gathering of information. They learn the drills to follow during contact situations, such as fire and movement and ambush when they come in contact with armed poachers. The training is realistic and hard, and culminates in a two-sided exercise during which the trainees test their skills against each other. This part of training ends with a 2-day intensive course in unarmed combat.
As jy 'n verskil kan maak, as ek aan my kind of my kinders se oë kan kyk en dan gaan vir hulle sê, ek het ten minste getraai om 'n verskil te maak in hierdie wêreld tot iets wat iets beteken. Julle manne beteken iets vir my. Hierdie kursus beteken iets vir my. Hierdie land, die diere, alles beteken iets vir my. En ek wil net vir julle sê, nee, julle is uisters. Dis al wat julle is.
Having successfully completed this part of the training, the students prepare for deployment in a Big 5 reserve, where they experience animal behavior firsthand. They are shown the signs and tracks of different animals and execute anti-poaching patrols whilst doing so. On completion thereof, they are ready to deploy for practical evaluation in one of the reserves that support the program for a month-long practical evaluation.
Om daai dier te kan beskerm, jy weet jy is die laaste lyn. Daai lyndrade en electric fencing, allerlei goeters. Dit gaan niks help nie want hulle as hulle deurkom gaan hulle deurkom. Jy is daai laaste, jy is daai baksteenmuur wat hulle nie kan oorklim nie.
The students who successfully undergo this training program are fortunate. Many share their passion but cannot afford the course fees, or they do not have the means to provide the basic personal equipment that they will require on the course. As a non-profit company, the Gameways fees are set to cover the expenses only. Gameways non-profit is therefore dependent on donations and sponsorships to continue with this specialized training.
Want daai dier het geen manier om homself te beskerm teen ander mense. Ek dink manne op die grond, manne wat lief is vir die natuur, manne wat dit wil doen, is 'n goeie manier om renosters op te pas. Die mense besef nie hoeveel hulp ons eintlik nodig het om die renosters op te pas. Want op die einde van die dag, as daar nie meer renosters oor nie, gaan almal vir mekaar vingers wys. En dan gaan almal sê, ja, maar wat het jy gedoen om renosters op te pas? Dan gaan die einde van die vraag was, ons het getraai. Maar julle wou nie luister nie.
Gameways needs your help. Your support will enable more dedicated men and women to stand up against the scourge of poaching as dedicated anti-poaching operatives. Let your voice be heard by enabling young men and women who are willing to sacrifice the comforts of civilian life to live in the bush as protectors of our precious wildlife heritage.